Hi, so this task is Math Week 10, and this is going to be sort of your final project for the topic of fractions, decimals, ratio, and percent. Okay, so you can show your stuff and what you know in this activity. I think it's going to be quite a fun project. You're basically, so let's just go ahead and click on it and go into the assignment and go into the Google Slides. Okay, so in the Google Slides, the first one that you're going to see is you're basically going to be organizing or designing a vet clinic. Okay, so it says Dr. Cooper plans to open a new animal clinic in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and you have been hired to design the floor plan for the clinic. So, but as always, the floor plan must follow the guidelines that are listed because the Dr. Cooper, has certain things that she wants as far as size goes in her clinic. Okay, so and make sure you watch this whole video because this is going to show you how to basically do the task. Okay, and how you would design it. So in the second slide, you see, please read the next two slides very carefully before you start to design your floor plan. The first slide basically includes a list of rooms that need to be in the clinic. And the second slide includes the size information for each room. Okay, because she has certain specifications as to the sizing of each of these rooms in her clinic. So here it says the floor can be any shape you want, so you can rearrange the rooms how you want, but it must have an area of 100 square units. So by the end, your floor plan has to total 100 square units. Okay? And what you're going to do is I've put these check marks on the side here. So as you complete one of the rooms, oh, that's my phone, you can put a little check mark there to show that you've completed that room. Okay. Then, okay, so checking off each as you go. But, so there's, I think, ends up being like 9 rooms or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, something like 9 rooms. And these rooms have certain specifications. So that's what the next slide tells you. So it tells you that the operating room should be 1.5 times the size of the X-ray room. Okay. The kennel room and the grooming room together should occupy 40% of the floor plan, which, remember, the total of the floor plan must be 100 square units. The exam rooms, which there are 2 exam rooms, should occupy 1/5 of the floor plan together. The ratio, and then the next bullet is the ratio of the area of the washroom to the area of the grooming room should be a 2:5 ratio. Okay, so you're going to draw, well, you're actually not going to draw the floor plan because I'm going to show you how to do it on Google Slides. Okay, and then part of this, so each room has to have a color and a label attached to it. Okay, and you're going to also, I provided a table so you can show the floor space of each room as, so I'll show you the table. So you're going to show the X-ray room, how much, what fraction of the total floor plan it is, how you would write that in decimal form, as well as what's the percent of the total floor plan for this X-ray room. Okay, so you're going to write it each one as a fraction, as a decimal, and then as a percent. Okay, so back to our list. So you're going to use the table to do that. And then the very last thing, it says add slides that show your calculations of how your plan meets the design guidelines. So here is your calculation slide. So you're going to go ahead and click on here and type in how you figured out each of those room sizes. Okay, so now we're going to go right to the floor plan. So this is how you're going to set up your rooms. Okay, so I have a grid on here, and what you're going to do is Control C, Control V. So you're going to copy it. Okay, so you're going to copy this grid, and then if you notice when I click on it, this image here pops up. Okay, and this is the crop tool. So you're going to go ahead and click the crop tool. Okay, and let's say I wanted to start with the x-ray room. Okay, and I've decided that the x-ray room is going to be 2 by 3. So it's going to essentially be 6 squares. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead like that. And I'm going to put that over here because I know my x-ray room also had to be, whoops, I'm going to crop that a little bit more. Hi, stop that. Okay, I'm just going to crop that. My crop sign is not coming up. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back and check on my list. And on my list, it says that the operating room should be 1.5 times the size of the x-ray room. So if my x-ray room is 6, then I'm going to copy another grid. Okay. Then that tells me, I'm going to go ahead and crop it, that I'm going to have an operating room that is, there's the 6, and then it's going to be a half more. So it's going to end up being 9. Okay, so once I have my rooms, I don't want to forget which room is which. So I'm going to go and add a rectangle to it. Okay, so I can make it a color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if you notice, it's going to be gray, and I don't want them all to be gray. So I'm going to go ahead and fill the color. So I'm going to make this one orange. Okay, but then I can't see the grid lines. Okay, so that's a problem. I need to be able to see the grid lines. So what you're going to do is go back into color, and then you're going to go down here to custom. So remember, you can replay this video if you need to refresh your memory on how to do this. So you're going to go down to custom, and then in the bottom here it says transparency. So I'm going to take this dot here and I'm going to move it so that it's about halfway, just a little less than halfway. And that should be enough. So now look, I can see the grid lines behind this image. So then I'm going to go ahead and type in what it is. So x-ray room. Okay. So, and you can center that if you want or whatever. I'm going to center it because I'm really picky about these little things, but you don't have to. Okay, so there's my x-ray room. And then this one, so I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pick that rectangle and I'm going to cover it and make it the same size. It's going to be gray, so I need to change it and make it a different color. So I'll make it green. Then it covers all the grid. So I'm going to go back into color, go down to custom, make it transparent, and then go OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and edit the text. And here I'm going to write operating room. Okay, so there's my 2 rooms. So once you have all your rooms set up, okay, then you're going to go ahead and move them around. But when you move them around, you have to do the select tool so that you get both the rectangle and the grid. Okay, so maybe I want the operating room and the examining room to be beside each other or to be close to each other. So I'm going to move them how I want to arrange them in order to create my whole floor plan. Okay, and then you can get rid of this grid once you're done, but you want to just make sure you don't lose that grid. So just keep duplicating it and then cropping it to whatever size you want, and then label and color. Okay, and before I press the hand in button, I'm going to go back to here and make sure I've done everything. So I've done that first one, so I'm going to put a check mark there. Okay, to show me that I've completed that one. Okay. Anyways, let me know if you have questions. Hopefully this is very clear, and just enjoy designing and setting it up how you want. All right. Bye for now.